What's going on? Are we living in freaking crazy town?
So we're going to talk about how, obviously what's going on in the world today, because there's just some weird shit going on. So we'll cover Trump, we'll cover wrestling with Vince McMahon. We're going to cover something weird that I learned that I think you guys will laugh at. We'll talk
already
about
laughing.
I know. So people would read entrails, which are guts, in case you don't know what that is.
Ew.
Mm-hmm. So my friend and I found out there is one called vulvamancy.
Excuse me?
Vulvamancy.
Like, not the car. You're talking about the vulva.
Nope. Vulvamancy.
Nice.
It is the art of reading the vulva.
Okay, I'm going to go do that now. You finish this podcast by yourself.
And that's, they own the media, so they keep putting the fear out there. And if you choose to not live in fear and you choose to not react, to respond, this is a conscious choice that you make, then you will live a better life. And if you choose not to fall for the bullshit you're being fed, which it is, then again, you'll see through it. It's almost like a Rosetta Stone.
Just recently, the QAnon shaman. Remember this guy? The guy with the fucking with the big with the horns and the painted faces. So it's so weird because they had video, and I think we spoke about this, of him, or maybe not, of him being escorted during the insurrection, right? Being just nice escorted by the cops. Hey, look, this is where I need you to go. Opening doors for him.
Yeah, and people still deny that was a thing. They'll still sit there and go, "Oh, Fox News is such a lying."
There's video evidence.
Like, I'm not a big fan of Fox News at all, but when you watch that, speaking of two sides,
what are we talking about here? Because I have video for that if I know what you're talking about.
Yes, we had a male in Canada. We had a male bodybuilder who was a trainer for a women's powerlifting team, entered a powerlifting contest as a woman and won, breaking records. So the previous record holder was a transgender female who was sitting there in the front row, and he beat her record. Sorry, he beat her record by over 100 pounds.
This is he right there lifting the weight.
So, like, when you were in Japan, 6-year-olds use the train by themselves. Children commute by themselves. They come home.
That's 6?
They'll wear a little yellow hat. The youngest ones will wear a yellow hat. That signifies to adults that adults may have to help them. So, adults will help children along if they need it. But they know how to commute. They know how to work the rail system. They know how to get where they're going from the age of 6. And when they come home, they know how to start the rice cooker and get the food ready. So when the parents come home, dinner is already started. Think about this. And this is how it was for us growing up, too. We had a key.
We were talking about the latchkey last week, yeah.
So think about how advantageous it is when you have a kid that's gotten around on their own since they were 6 years old versus the coddling and the bullshit that these kids here get.
Do what Ari is right now with UFC. It took me 10 years. The time I would grab those 10 years, he'd be 10 years ahead again. So it's like, it makes all the sense in the world for all these synergies that we have to extract all of the value we can out of the marketplace.
All right. So I'm not going to play the whole thing.
Why do guys do mustaches? Okay, just don't. It is a bad look. Even hot guys that do mustaches, it's still a bad look.
Just mustaches?
Yes, yeah. Do the whole facial hair. Just do the whole thing.
All right, guys.
This thing is fucking ew.
April.
You know how a woman looks like with a mustache? That's what you guys look like.
Information is power. Why don't we talk about this? Because you said they're saying Trump is not arrested, but from my understanding, he was arrested. That is an arrest. They brought him in. They sat him down in front of a judge. He didn't have the mugshot taken. But this is a big deal.
Okay.
This is everything you need to know about the unprecedented arrest now this is more on the conservative side report here. Flimsy legal arguments made by Soros-funded Manhattan DA. Guy Alvin Bragg is trying to make a name for himself.
Yeah.
This guy, for you people that don't know, I want you to do your own research. Don't take our word or my word for it. But Alvin Bragg is a failed district attorney here in the state of New York, where I
did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Well, he sure did. He sure did.
And he destroyed her life in the process.
Oh